Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Right now at 6, powerful words from students and parents at Oxford High School.
Every day I pray that I won't die on the high school floor because of the lack of caring they have shown towards me and my friends, the whole student body, and teachers.
What they say needs to change in the wake of the school shooting.
The group is pushing for better security and a new safety plan that tackles learning loss and mental health.
They say the district's current measures just don't go far enough. In the weeks after the shooting, the district did add more police in schools, put in a requirement for clear backpacks, and created a zero-tolerance policy for threats and violence, among other things. Let's bring in Victor Williams on this. And Victor, these students and parents, as we say, they want more to be done here.
Yes, Jason and Karen, that seems to be the common thought. The bottom line is that some students just don't feel safe while at school, and these parents are pressuring administrators with the district to change that.
Theoretically, if another shooting was to happen, people would most likely die, if not be severely injured.
Heartbreaking words coming from traumatized Oxford High School student Griffin Jones, speaking on safety concerns on campus.
Well, we already have to go back, relive our worst nightmare every day, so it's real hard when it feels like my voice isn't being heard.
The junior says he has a hard time focusing in class because of reminders of what happened on November 30th.
Even something as simple as the shut of a door too hard can, or like kids running the class can set it off and make it hard to think.
His father, Jeff, is among many parents pressuring the school system to bring an independent investigator in to answer questions as to how the shooting was able to happen, even with multiple red flags.
We're still looking not only for answers as to what was lacking in our school safety policies, but an amended plan for moving forward so we can be proactive in the safety and well-being of both students and staff.
Griffin, from a student's standpoint, believes the school itself can be doing more to make students feel more comfortable.
Metal detectors, security guards.
The school's been talking for 3 months about increasing the resource officers in that school, and still today there's the same amount that there was on November 30th.
Another major point of concern is the district turning down the Attorney General's offer to conduct a full investigation free of charge.
We would absolutely love to have Dana Nessel come in and do the investigation for us. We would also be willing to accept any investigation at this point.
And Attorney General Dana Nessel will be making a trip to Oxford to talk to some of those parents and students. We're told that's going to be happening this upcoming Monday. The school district, however, is not commenting at this point in time. Victor Williams, Local 4.
Yeah. All right, Victor, thanks.
The wind is still strong out there as we take a live look from Detroit.
It's definitely extra glue on the toupee kind of day out there, especially if you're downtown where those winds are whipping around buildings. Paul,
Could
you
be
understand.
a problem.
There's a word for it when it comes flying in there like that.
Yeah, it's the wind tunnel effect. When
Right.
you have all those big buildings, the wind just kind of gets funneled in between those buildings. And that's why they call Chicago the Windy City, because of the wind off the lake sometimes and those downtown buildings there. All right, our wind advisory continues for the entire area until 8 o'clock this evening, and we're going to see a very rapid diminishing of those gusts. Not happening yet. It's still just 6 o'clock here, so we're gusting over 50 miles an hour. Ann Arbor over to Metro Airport. Most other areas are gusting to 40 or between 40 and 50 miles per hour. But you can see up in the thumb, we've already diminished to below 40 miles per hour for those gusts. Now watch how rapidly these winds diminish during the evening. This is by 8 o'clock already down to perhaps around 30 miles per hour. So it's still windy out, but it's not like what it is right now. And just watch as we progress through the evening hours. These gusts really nothing to write home about by the time we get to 11, 12 o'clock tonight. So through the evening hours, we're in the 50s now, but dropping through the 40s with those gusts gradually diminishing. All right, we're going to talk about your holiday weekend forecast. 3 days of holidays to talk about, all coming up in just a few, guys.
Well, the family of Patrick Lyoya spoke publicly for the first time since video of their son's death was released.
Lyoya was shot and killed by a Grand Rapids police officer after a traffic stop. His family came to the U.S. from Congo to escape violence, and now his father says he fears they came here to die. His parents spoke today with a translator.
And as a parent, I was thinking maybe it was my son who's going to bury me. He will assist with my funeral. But what is so astonishing, I am the one burying my son. To see an officer being on top of my son and to shoot him on the back of his head. And my heart is really broken. I'm asking justice for Patrick.
You heard there, justice for Patrick is what he's saying there at the end. Tonight, a police expert is walking us through what you see in this video.
He's talking about where things took a turn and what officers are trained to do in these situations. Sean Lake joins us live with that part of our coverage tonight. Sean.
Good evening. We want to dig deeper into this to get a better understanding of what we're seeing in that video. We went to Ike McKinnon, former Detroit police chief, law enforcement expert, and law enforcement consultant. He says the key question here to remember is the officers' actions, were they reasonable? He says the answer is right there in the video.
The first question to be asked is, were the actions of the officer reasonable? Was this something that a reasonable officer would do?
Ike McKinnon has spent a lifetime in law enforcement. He walks us through the actions of the Grand Rapids police officer. Stop resisting! He says the officer's actions were reasonable up until the point where the officer gets 26-year-old Patrick Lyoya on the ground.
He has his left arm on him, and he reaches back for his gun with his right arm, and he takes it and shoots him in the head. No. I can't think of anything. Did the officer fear for his life and safety when the man got out of the car? Did he fear for his life and safety when the man ran around the car? Did he fear when he was struggling with him and he fired the taser at him twice? Well, I guess so, because he thought he could take him down. But when you get him down and you have your arm around him or on him, your left arm, and you reach back to take your weapon out and shoot him in the head, no. There's something wrong here.
McKinnon says police training is if the officer fears for his life or safety or for the lives and safety of others nearby. An officer should pull his weapon. In this case, McKinnon says the officer should have gone for his handcuffs.
We don't know the mindset of this officer, what was going through his head at this point. But certainly when you take someone down and you have the opportunity to reach and grab your weapon and then take it around and put it to this person's head and shoot them, no, there's something amiss there.
Chief McKinnon's experience years on the street dealing with people, armed people, he says it's perfectly reasonable in this case to back up and wait for fellow officers, wait for backup, even call EMS if Lyoya seemed confused or if there was a language barrier, back up and wait and not engage and de-escalate. We're live tonight. Sean Lake, Local 4, back to you.
Meantime, the protests and the outrage continues in Grand Rapids and now across the nation. Thank you, Sean.
One person is in jail tonight for shooting his former boss downriver. It happened this morning at Farr Associates on Longsdorff Avenue in Riverview. Police say the suspect shot their former boss while they were in the parking lot and then left on a bike. The victim was taken to the hospital for surgery. Police locked down the Riverview School District, the bus garage, as well as they searched for the suspect. Officers arrested the man at an apartment in Riverview.
In a Local 4 News update, a former music professor at the University of Michigan is headed to prison in a child exploitation case. 69-year-old Stephen Ships pleaded guilty to the charges in November. Ships was a violin professor at the university from 1989 to 2019. Prosecutors say it was back in 2002. He traveled with a girl under 18 across state lines several times for sex. A federal judge sentenced Ships to 5 years in prison.
The bird flu has been found in birds in Washtenaw County. The county isn't saying how many birds are infected, but we do know this is a problem all across the country. No people in Washtenaw County have gotten sick, and anyone exposed is being notified. The risk to people is generally low, but in birds, sudden death is a major indicator of bird flu.
Right now, a big party wrapping up at Campus Martius Park over in downtown Detroit.
And in 2 years, it's going to be even bigger. It's a celebration for the city landing the NFL draft in 2024, and it involves some of the biggest names in football. Jamie Edmonds there live for us tonight, and we may be 2 years out, but the excitement is really already building, Jamie.
Oh, Jason, absolutely. As you said, things just wrapping up here in Campus Martius Park, but it was a party atmosphere for what will be happening here in just 24 months. We have some video of what that party was like just moments ago. The band was here, the drum line was here, fans were here, former players were here. Like I said, really felt like a party. And then the ceremony began with people like NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell on stage, Lions owner Sheila Ford Hamp, among also the governor and the mayor of the city of Detroit. Now, Sheila Ford Hamp took the mic, called it a really exciting day. She says for the multi-generational fan base that we have here, she said passion is always defined here in Detroit. Now, Roger Goodell was booed when he took the stage, as usual for him during the draft. He took it in jest, and he said Detroit was the perfect choice in 2 years.
And we know it's going to be a terrific site. And the reason why is all around us. As you can see, it's a support that runs deep and wide, from the state and local leaders to the business community. It's the passion and dedication of all of you that will bring this to life and put Detroit on the big stage.
And Goodell talked about pre-pandemic draft in Nashville that had 600,000 people. Maybe we'll have more here, judging by the excitement here today. He also said $200 million was injected into that community. So it's about bringing that here as well in 24 months. Now, if you look behind me, there's a little countdown clock. 742 days, 1 hour, 49 minutes, 57 seconds. And the biggest party in the NFL offseason will be right here. We're live at Campus Martius. Jamie Edmonds, Local 4.
Yeah, we're ready. The next draft is coming up very quickly, and Roger Goodell, he'll get booed at that too.
That's right. No booing for Detroit, though. All right. Thank you, Jamie.
Coming up next year on Local 4, a modern twist on an old crime, romance scams rising in cryptocurrency.
The FBI says it received 4,300 complaints last year about crypto scams on dating apps. Pete Williams talking to the Justice Department about how it works and why more people are falling for it. You can watch this special report ahead at 6:30 on NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.